my gay credentials. I have a gay friend. Actually, that's true. My best friend is gay. Been for gay rights, libertarian. But we're going to basically beat the shit out of this guy because he needs it, not because he's gay, but because he's wrong. But that's the tough love we dish out here at Asshole Consulting. This is from Anonymous, and obvious reasons we'll keep them anonymous. I'm a gay high school teacher. What is the best way for me to handle students who use, and he spells it up, but we can't use it here on YouTube, but uses slang for homosexuals. I'm a teacher who is gay, and I'm not sure how to handle students in the hallway and sometimes in my own classroom who yell at that another student is a bundle of sticks. Most times the students are just yelling at a friend, but I don't think that matters. We're going to stop right here. Yeah, it does. Okay. And I asked you if this is your first teaching gig. Yes. And you're young. You're very young. I don't care what they taught you in school. I don't mean your K through 12. I mean your college degree and your college program being a teacher. Because what you were taught in your education degree, some of it's certainly legitimate, but you've also been indoctrinated. All right. And you have got to realize that the political indoctrination and the political agenda you've had instilled in you about everything that's politically correct, the way it should be, and is not how little kids are. Right? Is it right for little Johnny to use a slur of any kind to pick on his buddy Frank? No. Is it rude and crass? Yes, it is. But you getting in there and saying, well, he's just being a boy picking on his buddy. And that's the other thing. It's his buddy. If it was someone who was like bullying or picking on because he hated him, then, but you don't think that it matters. Dude, here's an idea. It's not your conversation. Okay. It's not your business. I know you may take personal offense or umbrage, but you are the problem when it is obviously not directed towards you. Half these kids, dude, do you know how many times we used the word dildo in middle school, not knowing what it was? Oh, dude, stop acting like a dildo. We just said it because it sounded funny. Like, oh man, oh boy, that guy's a real dildo. I got news for you. They use it because they know they're not supposed to. And every time you say that then provides it currency or cachet or intrinsic value. That's a bad word. Now they know it's hurtful, and guys are going to do that. I don't know about the girls, but predominantly boys. That's what boys do. And I know, I saw the Jaleka, boys will be boys. That's so wrong. No, that's nature. All right? So you can either, look, if they're yelling it out loud, if for anything, what you'd want to do is groom them, grow them up so that they're mature adults. And they're in the age where they're sophomoric. Okay, so this is completely normal behavior. But it's your job as the teacher to say, hey, knock off the crass language. All right? Or at least wait till you're outside or in the locker room. All right? Because what you're doing is you're slipping in the victimhood politics here. Like, oh my God, no. Stop being a pussy, okay? They need a teacher. They need someone, hey, knock that off, all right? Or to pull them say, look, you guys could get away with that here, but for God's sake, when you go into the working world, don't use it because you're going to be in trouble. That'll get you kicked out of a college, all right? So, yeah, okay, fine. Go ahead, call each other jamoke and other words I can't use on the social medias. But if you really want, there's no malicious intent on their part. They probably are not anti-homosexual. But I got news for you, buddy. You start in with the nanny Nazi language policing bullshit, you're going to piss them the fuck off. And I don't care what you were taught in your degree in education. Okay? That's how normal boys work. I don't mean normal in a heterosexual sense. I mean normal boys. I mean, don't you remember being 12, 13, poop, fart, chokes, stuff like that? If this was a senior, like if these are seniors, like, hey, come on, what the hell? Again, for the concern of, hey, you're an adult or near an adult. You're going to be going into the working world or college here pretty soon. All right? You're beyond that. But this, you still say, hey, don't say that. That's not right. But you're taking this way too personally. Which again, I'm going to be honest, this is asshole consulting, not nice guys. It's totally predictable. You being a teacher, not the profession itself, but the way you were educated and in the environment you worked. It's, oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Do you have time for this? Do you really have time for this? I would not let this lessen your day or take it personally. This is just a bunch of dumb, young, sophomoric boys being dumb, young, sophomoric boys. And your obligation to, one, don't let it lessen your day. All right? But your obligation to them is to, like, hey, what the? And for God's sake, don't say that you're gay. Don't. Because now, if it calls for it, like if someone you find is actually anti-homosexual, is a true bigot, then you might want to, like, hey, like, let's kill the bleeps. Okay, yeah, you got, well, there's something wrong there. That's a genuine bigotry. All right. But here, what is really happening is not an anti-homosexual trend among young boys. This is just dumb boys doing dumb things. And your obligation as the teacher would be like, knock that language off. All right. At least not around the adults. Go. I don't care what you guys do on the playground or when you're punching each other in the shoulder. But while you're here, because in the future it's good, because it's going to bite them in their ass. And you're doing it, and they'll grow out of it, as we always do. Or maybe not. I should say that because also, I have many students, some who know that I'm gay, man, and married. All right. Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag on that one. As long as you didn't force it on them, okay? There's the Simpsons joke. I think it was it Marge's sisters go, we're gay, we're coming out. And Maggie says, yes, you've been telling us that for 10 years. That's a joke. That's a hint that no one really cares that you're gay. You're accepted. But if you force it, they're going to be like, it's not even that it has nothing to do with your sexuality. It has to do, gosh, you're a pushy asshole. Good, you're gay. Go be gay. I won't mention who he was, but we had a teacher who could not shut up about his environmentalism. And we weren't in science class. We'll just leave it at that. And we lost a lot of respect for him because, like, dude, we don't care. Are you gonna teach us what you're here to teach us? Or are you gonna, like, bring your personal life into this shit? Look, the kids don't want to be there already. They don't need an extra sermon or lecture. And don't worry, they're going to get a lot of classes they're going to be forced to take. I'm sure, Lord knows, they're already taking it in K through 12. I'll be honest with you, if you want to help out relations and understandings of different, non-binary, let's just say community, to cover everything, jamming it down kids' throat. I'll give you another perfect example. I'll show you what I'm talking about, where you might actually be harming, taking personal offense. You might actually be harming the non-binary community. Do you know the type of people who not only leave Christianity, but hate it with the passion of a thousand burning suns? It's preachers' kids. Why? Because they have it shoved down their fucking throat all the time. School is already a forced thing on these kids they don't like. And if you're going to start forcing politics, like, yeah, okay, you can get some of the kids to believe environmental, but I know a lot of kids like, dude, let's light some tires on fire. They did in high school. Fuck you, because you piss them off so much. It has, and it's not, again, you got to really look. It is not your position or stance or your completely legitimate philosophy that people should have equal rights and equal treatment, or that you shouldn't. It's that you're nannying them and nagging them. Like you got to learn to discern. You got to learn to judge it. Hey, is this really what they're saying or not? And I think if you properly identify it as two dumb jamokes being jamokes, it's not, you don't have to take it personally. And I'll tell you, 23 years old, I'm going to bust your balls out. You're too young. You have not suffered enough. You have not. If this is the biggest problem you got, you have not taught long enough. You need to toughen up. But this is not the hill to die on. This is not the hill to die on. About your only obligation to these kids right now, say, stop it with the bad language. You don't know who. Here's another thing. You don't know who your friends are gay. You really don't. You know, there's a legit angle. Hey. You ever wonder if you might have some gay friends you hurt? And, you know, just something to consider, guys. But if you're like, I'd like to have a talk, you call them to the principal's office. Oh, man, you're going to lose so much respect. So much respect. I would have kept it under wraps because your sexual preference is nobody's business. Certainly not students. But I guess that's a moot point. Also, I have many students, some who know that I'm a gay man and married, and they still use the word gay to describe something negative. Yes! It means lame. That's what it was. I remember the longest time. Even to this day, dude, that's gay. And I've even used that with my gay buddies. They're like, dude, stop being gay. And you could take it as like what it's meant in context, or you could take offense. We've discussed how this could be offensive. Oh, really? Really? There isn't another generation that's offended by everything? And ties a negative connotation to a sexual orientation. No, it really doesn't. Not if it's used in the right. Again, if they're trying to be malicious to someone who's homosexual, that's one thing. But if it's the buddy, I'm trying to think, what would... The kid gets some new threads. Hey, what do you think? And his best buddy, you look gay. You know, it means lame. Again, this is, do you want to die on this hill? Do you want to get offended? And do you want to get up their ass and piss them off? And not alienate them against, you know, not against the gay community. I don't think they're just guys like, Mr. Jones or Smith that's not his name. God, what a pain in the ass. Teachers are a pain in the ass. Yeah, like the Christian preacher's kid, you might drive them to the other side. God, man, they don't shut up about this. Shut the fuck up. And then you might actually start developing hatred. And maybe not even hate it, just be like, yeah, they're gonna start assuming. Like, man, you guys are all like this. What? No. Deep down inside, no, you know, man, fuck off. And now you start becoming nanny Nazi. I'm just trying to like show you the negative side of what's going to happen, what you're risking, and you're going to burn yourself out. But it's so prevalent that I don't feel like I'm making a dent. You're not. You're probably adding fuel to the fire. And you're probably not going to hear it, but they're going to be like, oh, dude, Mr. So-and-so. It's like, God, I know. Okay, he's gay. So what? I don't care. But geez, he's got such a stick up his ass about it. That's what it's going to be. I don't know. I'm trying. I should have asked you a couple more questions. Like, didn't you grow up in middle school? But maybe you didn't. I don't know. Were you homeschooled? Didn't you have this experience when you were younger? I don't want to turn a blind eye to this, but I also don't want to make a federal case out of it. But we kind of already are. I get that sometimes a joke is just a joke. I don't want to have to bust every student, but I can't sit back and do nothing when I hear it. That's your problem. That's your problem, man. You know what? You got bigger problems in the education system, okay? Like getting these kids' grades up, making sure they don't major in stupid shit. You want to be a lifesaver? You want to be a real good teacher? You teach these kids about the realities and the economics of majoring. And you're at the right age now to get these young kids to start thinking about it. Say, look, now your grades start to count because, you know, your college acceptance and all that. That's really going to help them. And then, oh, okay. Oh, hey, remember Mr. Jones? Yeah, he was gay, man, but he helped us out. Oh, yeah, Mr. Jones is real cool. Not that it's a popularity context, but you'll get respect. But if you're up there at, don't say that, don't say that, don't say that. Oh, God, you're like Lisa Simpson. How do I get students to curb this behavior? Well, yeah, there's other questions. And it is a good question, man. It's a good question. I don't want to bust your balls, but I gotta. I don't want to give more details to here than is necessary. I just want to read more information. Schools moved online only rest of the academic year. Also looking to apply to another area with less conservative bias and more queer nightlife and activism. Oh, dude, really? Activism? What? Oh, that's fun. Why? I see. This is again. This reflects back on you. Why do you feel our is the gay community not accepted? You go back 20, 30 years ago, you'd have me there, but I don't really see people being anti-gay. All right. I do you now has it gotten so the problem so penny that in addition to banning plastic bags or straws that don't go up turtles' noses, now we're going to police the speech of middle school boys? Really? How much do you want to expunge it? Do you want perfect is the enemy of good? You're never going to get rid of it. I think you need a better approach to this. I think you got to really chill out. Stand up. Like if they're doing it, like if they're exhibiting behavior that's going to get them in trouble, like, look, hey guys, like if they say it right in front of you, yeah, obviously put a stop to that. Dude, I'm right here. What the hell? You know, don't use that language around me. Don't use it around other teachers. Save it for the playground. And by the way, if you use that, this is okay, fine. You can get away with it here. You get in college, you're going to get kicked out. You're not going to get a job. Seriously, I know you're only 13, but man, you gotta really watch your stuff when you talk. But here's this reverts or reflects upon you. You think moving to a place where there's a less conservative bias is going to solve your problem? No. Because what happens if one kid does say that or another kid does say that? And you're changing a school district didn't matter. I can understand if you want to go to where there's a more of a queer lifestyle. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Boys Town, Chicago. Was it Castro District in not San Diego? San Francisco. Why couldn't I remember? That's the most popular one. I'm sure New York has it. Place you're considering moving. I can understand. But the activism, dude, are you a teacher? Are you a political crusader? And really answer that question. And what's your political goals? Do you want to expunge all speech you disagree with? Do you want to hunt down every 13-year-old boy that is using a slur that you disagree with because it might result in a negative connotation? Or can you take a chill pill? Little Johnny says bleep. You say, hey, Johnny, you moron. What if your friend Bobby is a bleep? And he just doesn't tell you because you keep saying bleep all the time. That's going to help out more. I'm making them understand. But man, nagging him to death, boy, man, everyone, well, not everyone. Most people know why I hate religion and teachers, but those were my teachers. Getting up my ass, just the pettiest of shit. And this was in parochial school. My preacher's son went to mandatory Christian school. Here's what you're kind of doing. I'll tell you a story. Maybe this will provide a different angle. So in parochial school, you can't curse. We still cursed. Oh, geez, they told us not to. What are we going to do? So we're out on and our curse words aren't adding up. You dicking knob fucko, just the dumbest, poorest amateurs cursing each other out. But when the teachers want to say darn or shoot or cripes, well, one teacher got it so far up his ass that any derivation of swearing, he was going to get us in trouble. We could go off, we'd be not grounded. What's the word? We'd be denied recess for like a week. And this guy went on a fucking Nazi hunt. Someone said darn. I can't even remember who it was, but I remember this asshole. And we all, because we wouldn't narc. I think most of us, because I think we all said something. We said shoot, not shit, darn, and geez. Oh God, taking the Lord's name in vain. Oh, you're gonna burn in hell. Huh? You first, asshole. That's what you're coming off like this. And it's really a question. Is it the boys and the girls in, I think we're in 4th or 5th grade that had the problem? Or was it the Nazi fucking uber right Christian dickhead that was so offended that we were using a derivation of cursing words that it would offend God? All right. That's, kid comes walking in school, fucking filth and foul, filth and bleep and blop and bloop and bleep right past the principal. Yeah, get him. Jimmy doesn't see you there. and he sees his buddy Frank. Frank comes in with a dopey looking hat. Dude, that hat is gay. And you hear it, you just say, hey. I don't even know. You know what you could do? You say, if it is, you say, yeah, Frank, that hat is gay. And I should know because I am gay. then you get a little respect. But man, you're in for a long haul and a pissed off life if you're going to let 13-year-old boys and their slang get to you. And moving to a different school district ain't going to help. There might be less cursing or less derogatory language, but I have a feeling you're going to find something else because you want to be. If there's activism, activism. Let's talk about like a real problem. Something that I'm trying to think. Women's rights in the Middle East. That'd be something that needs activism. I'm trying to think what else. I would think activism is getting us to not commute anymore for familial and mental health reasons, so we can all work from home. I think activism in eliminating college tuition by making education free and online through certification boards, revolutionizing the education system, the higher education system, that would save every young generation $1 trillion over a 4-year college degree. Those are real problems that deserve it. But I don't know, are gay rights are though, and then maybe I'm ignorant. Oh yeah, in this area, we really got it. But the place you're moving to, I think I can see if you went there for a lifestyle, but activism, what? How much more pro of the gay community can you get in this place? That's pretty pro. That makes me wonder, like, what do you got a crusade? Do you have to? Can't you just be a good teacher? And if you did want to stick with gay rights, well, find a place that's ignorant or uneducated, or there actually is some real oppression. But this isn't. What are you gonna do? People celebrate. Hey, gay guys are moving in the neighborhood. Prices are going up, man. Man, Johnson kept his yard real shitty, but they sold to a gay couple. That thing is going to be gleamingly clean. It's going to be perfectly manicured. Look at that. Look at that yard. Look at that. That's not going to happen. Your activism, I think, is wasted there. So chill out, relax. Don't let the kids get away with murder. And you know the difference. Is it a derogatory slang towards homosexual and non-binary people? If it is, like there actually is the gay kid in the classroom and someone's picking on, yeah, you get in there, you drag his ass down to the principal's office. You have a talk about individual choices and the right to choice and freedom, and people have the right to choose and respecting your fellow man or woman. But if Bobby looks at Frank, Frank is wearing a dopey ass belt, he's like, dude, that belt is gay. Dude, just let it fly. Just let it fly, man. And your teaching career is going to be a hell of a lot easier. All right, there we go. Let's see if we got. Super chats. Atham Eldecchia, $2. Aaron Clary, influencer, life coach, and chaperito. Atham, see, I got to be real careful not to curse. Hey, influencer. Gosh, don't. What was it? Could die anywhere, not New Mexico. Anywhere but New Mexico is last man standing. Anything but life coach. The phrase little bleep primarily means an adult male that acts like a teenage valley girl. There are many who identify as straight. I don't even think it's that. You're applying way too much thought to the definition of middle school and high school age boys who use that slur. It just means you look like an idiot, or stop being stupid, or stop being lame. I don't think adult male that acts like a teenage valley girl. I don't think they're just ripping on each other. That's what they're doing. DeLon 212 define self as gay, upset when others define him as gay. I don't think he said that. Did he say that? I think he's just got a bee in his bonnet about people using derogatory language that, though not intended, and not malicious towards the gay community. He's viewing it because that is also used as a derogatory. I mean, in the ideal world, yes, it shouldn't be used. It wouldn't be used. But, what are you going to do with 12-year-old boys? All right, there you go. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. Hope I helped you out, buddy. I know it's not what you wanted to hear, but you're going to have a lot easier time teaching. Ask other teachers. I find there's like another, there's got to be a gay teacher community. I'd imagine there's got to be a meetup group or something on Reddit, and ask them, see how they handle it. I could be wrong. They have a better silver bullet than me. I'm just like, I got bigger fish to fry. All right, we'll see you guys later. Toodles.